Then the Prophet ﷺ passed by people who were eating from a tree in hell. And this tree, Allah cursed this tree, the tree of Zakum. Its fruit, the fruits of this tree are bitter. This is something you have to know. Allah creates something and then curse it. Allah creates the shaitan, isn't that so? And he's cursed. The tree of Zakum, the cursed tree, the Prophet saw people eating from it. And when he asked Jibril, who are these people? Jibril said, they refused to pay zakah. In another hadith, if you didn't pay your zakah, on the day of judgment, your wealth will become snakes entangled around your necks. Then the Prophet ﷺ passed by men who were eating from meat. The meat was rotten with worms in it. Stink, decomposed, decayed meat. With flies flying on it. Beside it were good meat, fresh meat, solid meat. And the men did not eat from the good meat, they ate from the meat that was spoiled. The Prophet asked Jibril, who are these men? Jibril said, these men, they left their wives who were halal for them, and they went to women who were haram for them. This is their punishment in the hellfire. Then the Prophet ﷺ passed by a big log, piece of wood by the roadside, shattering the people as they passed, smashing the people as they passed. He asked Jibril, who are they? Jibril said, these men in the dunya, they used to practice the crime of highway robbing. Then the ayah was read, وَلَا تَقْعَدُوا بِكُلِّ صِرَاطٍ تُوعَدُونَ. I'm quoting to you from Surah Al-Araf, verse 86. Do not stand by the wayside, robbing the believers as they pass by. Long before, when there were no airplanes and cars and people used to make Hajj by camels and horses, highway robbers used to stop by the roadside and rob the pilgrims as they go to the house of Allah to make Hajj. Their punishment is that on the day of judgment, in hell, a big log shall shatter them, and destroy them as they pass by. Then the Prophet ﷺ saw a man. He was carrying a heavy load. He couldn't carry the heavy load, and more load was placed on him to carry. He asked Jibril, who is this man? Jibril said, this man in the dunya, he used to take on himself responsibilities. And he could not carry out these responsibilities because these responsibilities were too much. And he used to promise the people, yes, I will execute my responsibility. I will carry out my responsibility. And a lot of them say, Inshallah, I will do it. And they break their promises because they promise, for example, 10 people to do 10 different things in one day, and you're only a man. You're limited. And so he breaks his promises to the people. And many times when you ask them, brother, how come you promised me you didn't do it? You said, I said inshallah. I didn't say, I said inshallah. So they hide behind inshallah, which is a very bad thing to do. Then the Prophet ﷺ passed by men whose lips were cut with scissors made from fire. He asked Jibril, who are these men? Their lips are being cut with scissors made from fire. Jibril said, these men, they used to deliver sermons and speeches and khutbahs to cause fitna, confusion among the Muslims. These men, they had knowledge and they preached, but they did not practice their knowledge. So their punishment is their lips will be cut with scissors made from fire. Then the Prophet ﷺ passed by men with lips big like the lips of camels. Eating fire coal, swallowing fire coal in their stomachs. So hot it burst their intestines. When he questioned Jibril, who are these? Jibril said, these men, they ate the wealth of the orphan wrongfully. They robbed the orphan. And we all know those who ate the wealth of the orphan, they are only swallowing in their stomachs the fire of hell. Then the Prophet ﷺ saw a cow coming out of a rock, and the cow tried to get back inside the rock, but it couldn't. Jibril said, this similitude is like a man or a woman who said something in the dunya, something bad. He wants to take it back, but he can't. It's too late, he already said it. The Prophet ﷺ passed by women who were hung by their hair. When he asked Jibril, who are these women? Jibril said, they never wear their hijab. People from your ummah, women from your ummah who did not cover their heads. They did not wear their hijabs. I've been to many countries, and I've seen many Muslim women, they make their Jummah. And as soon as they leave the masjid, they take off their hijab and put it in their handbags. She's only a Muslim in the masjid. On the street, she's not a Muslim. So they only remember Allah when they are in the four corners of the masjid on Jummah day, and for the other 6 days of the week, they don't remember Allah. This is Christianity, this is not Islam. Fear Allah wherever you may be. And ta'bir Allah ka'annaka tara fa in lam takun tara fa innahu yarak. The real believer is the one who always remember Allah and worship Allah as if he's looking at Allah. Even though he doesn't see Allah, he knows that Allah is ever watching over him or her. The Prophet ﷺ passed by a big oven in hell, filled with naked men and women. A tanur, the Arabic word tanur means an oven. They were being baked in the oven. When he asked Jibril, who are they? Jibril said, these people commit zina, sex before marriage, or extramarital love affairs, adultery. The Prophet ﷺ passed by women who were hung by their breast. When he asked Jibril, who are these women? Jibril said, these women, they had children for men who were not their husbands, and they claimed these children belonged to their husbands. This is their punishment in the hellfire. The Prophet ﷺ saw men with stomachs big like houses, trying to get up, but they can't. Every time they try to get up, they fall back on their backs. When he asked Jibril, who are they? Jibril said, these men, they devour interest, riba. الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا. Those who devour interest will not rise up, save like the one who is trying to rise up after the shaitan touched him. Have you seen someone in epilepsy? Fits. Epileptic seizure. Epilepsy is caused sometimes by the touch